have seen the market is very difficult now for everyone. And we have seen also the exchange rate is causing a lot of problems in the market. So today we are here to give a short statement on what the government is doing. So the intention of this is just for you to be assured as people of South Sudan that the government is working very hard to address the current situation that we are in. Although we know that this challenge has been there for a long time, but of course for us also to address it quickly would not be easy, but rest assured that we are working very hard through the Ministry of Finance and Planning, and that's why it's good for the people to know that what we have done today is to work very hard with the relevant institutions like NRA, and then of course Central Bank of South Sudan, and then of course the Ministry of Finance as well, and Ministry of Petroleum, to make sure that we at least avail some resources for us to arrest the situation. And as we speak today, we just actually arrived. We were in a trip trying to help the situation by knocking doors and getting some quick support to the government so that we are able to move on. We know that the situation has been exacerbated by situation in Sudan. As all of you know, that South Sudan depends on oil, 90% or more, and the oil is not flowing in some of the fields that are so critical for South Sudan. But of course, we are also working very hard with the Ministry of Petroleum, with the NRA, to make sure that we have at least some resources for us to address some of the critical situation that we are in today. The people have not been receiving salary for quite some months. I think around 6 months now. There has been no salary at all, and the market also has gone very high. So it's very difficult for us, and we understand the resilience of our people, that the market is not in favor of anyone. But of course, for us, we have been tasked with this responsibility at this critical time, and we are not sleeping. We are making every effort to at least get something to our people, and that's why we have started already to work with the ministry, with the Central Bank of South Sudan and the Ministry of Finance to release a salary at least of 1 month, and then we'll also work very hard to make sure that we also get other salaries that are not there. It's not going to be easy for us to get this in, but through the efforts, collective efforts of all the relevant institutions, that we get this salary out, at least for us to reduce the situation or the tension that people are in today. The pressure is so high, and we expect that even if we get this small salary, it's not going to do anything, but it's better than nothing. For us to be rest assured that we're working also to address even the market. And the central bank also will be giving a statement on that intervention, because market intervention is very key at this time, so that we are able to arrest the prices in the market and at least to address the issue of the high dollar rates compared to South Sudan, because the pound is losing value, and we don't want to continue doing that. So we'll get also this report, and within few days, I think you'll get some results in the market. And as we do this, we are not going to sleep. We know that South Sudan economy depends on oil, and for us to depend on oil for a long time will not help us. And for that reason, this time around, we wanted to work on other fronts, but this will not give us quick results. It will not give us quick results, but the most important thing is that we are taking actions towards trying to diversify our economy through other activities like agriculture, livestock, fisheries, and the rest. And we are trying to open up also some corridors that will help us also to encourage our people to work, because through production, we can only have a sustainable economy. But an economy that depends on oil alone cannot help us as a country, and therefore we want to assure our people that the government is working and everybody is working, and we want to encourage you, especially this year, that let us go and work very hard. And all the difficulties that we are facing, I think, will be addressed as well, especially in terms of connectivity, and of course in terms of sometimes the fuel that the farmers will need. These are the issues that we will address in the due time, in the due course. And this is the message I wanted to pass to you today. We are working with you, and we understand the hardship that people are going through, and this cannot be ignored, because it is seen by everybody, and we feel it as well. And this is the reason we are calling you today, for you to disseminate the same message to our people, message of hope, And of course, we also appreciate their resilience because they have been patient for a long time, and we want to work very hard also to make sure that we reduce, the situation into a normal situation that people will be happy, at least in the long run. This is not easy. It requires patience. It requires also people to be patient, and then people also to work very hard, and especially around Juba and other places in Upper Nile and Bahar Ghazal. We want to work very hard this year. The issues of Sudan will perhaps take a long time. We don't even know. So we should not continue to rely on those. We have to rely on ourselves this time. We need to tighten our belt and optimize every expenses that we are doing. If any necessary, if there is any necessary item that we are used to buy, then we have to stop buying these things so that we are able to get all the critical material that will help us as a people of South Sudan, so that we exercise this caution. And I'm sure with the effort that we are putting together with the government of South Sudan through different institutions, you will be seeing us working together with so many institutions to make sure that we activate plans that were not active before, and we move forward to address the gap of our budget that is relying on oil with our needs, so that at least we have a country that has a sustainable economy.